Provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property, it's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. Star Valley Sports on SVI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs. And by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SVI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SVI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Good afternoon and welcome inside Casper College for 4A state basketball on the SVI Sports Network. I'm Duke Dance, joined with Dal Erickson at Casper College, and as the Star Valley Lady Braves going to take on Thunder Basin here in just a few moments. But first, now we have a great game coming down to the wire, as they often do here at the state tournament. The Green River Lady Wolves, of course, the 1 seed out of the 4A West last weekend, taking on the 4 seed out of the East. That's Sheridan. And with a minute 12 to go in this one, Green River down by 1, 33-32.
Well, and I was just talking to you, this type of play, the way this game is played out between the Sheridan Lady Broncs and the Green River Wolves, it's very reminiscent of one of the Star Valley games Green River had, and we'll see if Green River comes out on top, which right now is very much in doubt. I think they have Star Valley actually to thank a little bit for it, because they've made them play the 4 quarters of tough defense, but right now they're down 1 with the ball. But it's anybody's game out here in Casper this weekend.
That it is. I mentioned Lady Braves. I was thinking girls because we're watching this girls game, but it's actually the boys team which is going to be playing up first today for Star Valley. So the Braves will take on Cheyenne Central here at Casper College in their first game of the tournament. Now, when you look at the season Star Valley has, you got to feel pretty good about where things are. 14-9 overall, undefeated in the 4A Southwest quad, and coming in as the number 2 seed out of the 4A Southwest. And this is a team where if they can get hot and they can hit some shots, they can really cause some damage here in Casper.
Well, nobody has hit more 3-pointers in a single game this year than Star Valley has. They put 14 up against Riverton. They had a game with 13 against Kelly Walsh. This is a team that can fill it up from the outside. They haven't necessarily done that consistently down the stretch, and that's kind of one thing to watch at. But I think this is going to be a heck of a battle between Star Valley and Cheyenne Central. Central's a really good team. They were ranked number 2 in the East for most of the season. And so the Braves are going to have to bring their defense, and they're going to have to shoot well. They can't have one of those games where they go 3 for 20 or whatever from the 3-point line, or things aren't going to go their way.
Absolutely. Central coming in the 3rd ranked offense, 61.3 points per game inside the 4A classification. Their defense averaging 57 allowed per game, 9th in 4A. We'll take a break here. When we come back, I have the chance to catch up with Star Valley boys player Tate Lawson, one of the seniors. He's our player spotlight. That's on the way next as we are live from Casper inside Casper College in the 4A state tournament, live on the SVI Sports Network.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Star Valley High School senior Tate Lawson here with us now as part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. All right, Tate, you guys finished as the runner-up in kind of exciting moments in Evanston at the region tournament, to say the least. So let's talk about those first two games first. Come down to the end, and the buzzer beater with Roman, and then those two free throws from Cooper. What did you guys learn as a team about yourselves in those first two games?
It just showed us that like how hard we're willing to work, and even if we're down, we won't give up against any team, and we can hang with anybody, and like we can beat anyone if we want to. So.
What was it like to rush the court the first game when that shot dropped for Roman and all you guys just rushed? What was that like for you?
It was an amazing feeling, just knowing that we were one game closer to going to state, and it was just so exciting. And I've never been a part of a game winner, so first time, pretty cool experience.
Nice. Now, of course, Saturday, Natrona, real tough team, came up just a little bit short. And so what did you learn maybe in that game that you guys are going to work on heading into the state tournament this weekend?
Just like how we're going to work on in practice, just like rebounding and keeping our tempo up and just working hard every time. And, yeah.
Perfect. Tate Lawson, our player spotlight. So first round of the state tournament this weekend, you kind of get, I don't know if it's a perennial contender's the right word, but Cheyenne Central's had some titles and they've had some good runs. And so what is it like for you guys to get ready to go into state and play one of those schools like that in the opening round? What are you working on specifically?
We're just working on like fundamentals, like help defense and closing out against shooters, just like shooting, fast pace, and tempo, just keep working on the things we worked on this season. So.
Perfect. Tate, now that you've reached this point of the season, what do you think has been the biggest strength for the Star Valley Braves this year?
Just our confidence. Like when we start to make shots during games, like that's helped us a lot, and like that's what we go to mostly, and like kick out threes and helped us a lot. And
is there one specific moment over the season that's maybe been your favorite memory so far up to this point?
Probably Roman's buzzer beater, or the one I stole and Cooper fast break dunked it at senior night. That's pretty cool.
I agree. That was a pretty cool double hand tap thing. That was well executed. Nicely done. All right, Tate. So it is your senior year, right? So things got to wrap up for you basketball-wise this weekend. Is that sunk in? What are your thoughts heading into your final weekend playing basketball?
It just doesn't feel real. Like it went by so fast. Feels like I was a freshman a couple weeks ago, and I haven't really thought about it because I don't want it to be over yet. So.
Yeah, for real. What about other sports? Do you do anything? Well, I guess other hobbies, if sports or not. What else do you like to do besides basketball?
I'm deciding if I'm going to do soccer this spring, and I do ballroom dance at Desi's, and I also sing in the choir. So.
Excellent, nice. How about after school? Do you know what you'd like to do yet?
I'm going to take a gap year, then I'm going to go into a trade school to become an electrician.
Okay, excellent. So do you know what school you'd like to go to yet, or still thinking about it?
I'm looking at a couple options. One's at Grand Canyon University and UW.
Perfect. Tate, how about your least favorite class that you've had in school this year up to this point?
I don't know. All of them were pretty good, but if I had to choose, probably English this year.
Yeah, I get it. How about your most favorite teacher that you've had so far this year?
Oh, favorite teacher? Well, I've had him quite a few times, but Tyson Balls, I've had him a lot this year, so.
Excellent. Favorite candy bar?
Oh, favorite candy bar? Probably good old-fashioned M&Ms.
I like that. And favorite movie?
Oh, favorite movie? Probably Red's Notice or Avengers Endgame.
Perfect. Tate Lawson, Player Spotlight, SVI Sports.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network.
At Casper College, it is the 4A state basketball tournament. Star Valley Braves up first. Lady Braves scheduled to tip off at 3:30 this afternoon with the Braves taking on Cheyenne Central. The Indians against Star Valley. It'll be the first boys game of the 4A bracket. But first now we have overtime in the game ahead of us. Green River and Sheridan in the girls game have gone to overtime and 3 minutes remaining. Sheridan leading by 1, now 2 after a free throw falls in.
Well, and Sheridan had a 3-point lead with the waning seconds, and Isabel Vasco hit a big three to tie the game. Sheridan had a look at the end to put it up, put themselves up at the buzzer, but missed it. And so here we are in the extra period.
Another free throw drops, and Sheridan just went up by 3. When you look at this girls bracket, Cheyenne Central heavy favorites against Evanston. They won 57-42, a game ahead of this one. So Central's going to advance to the semis in the girls' side of the bracket. Winner of this one will play them in that next semifinal game tomorrow at the Ford Wyoming Center. On the bottom half of the bracket, you have, of course, the next, our girls game this afternoon will be Star Valley and Thunder Basin at 3:30, and then you have East and Natrona County. As we're talking girls basketball right now, let's look at the Lady Braves, a 2-team out of the West, taking on Thunder Basin, and if Lady Braves can bring that defense to Casper, you got to like their chances against Thunder Basin.
Well, and that is the old adage, defense travels. You've heard that over the years. One of the big issues when you get to the state tournament, this has been talked about for I don't know how many decades. It's the Eastern versus Western Conference. And for over that period, over history, it seems like the Eastern Conference tends to be a little more physical. And then when the two sides come together at state, the Western teams seem to suffer a little bit there. I think maybe they expect more calls. Maybe they don't go finish through contact quite as well. You see that happen over the course of a tournament. And I think now you're seeing teams that they try and play each other early so that they're not quite so surprised. You saw that with Star Valley. They played Cheyenne East in the opening weekend, actually gave them a heck of a game. It was just, I think it was a 4-point difference. They played some good teams early. Obviously, there's a lot of time between now and then, but you're hoping to eliminate some of that physicality that I think used to surprise Western teams.
Absolutely. So again, we are a little behind schedule here at Casper College. Boys were scheduled to tip off at noon today, but the game ahead of them has gone in overtime between the Green River Lady Wolves and Sheridan Bronx. And right now, Sheridan on top 38-36 with 2:30 remaining in the first overtime period. So looking over at the boys bracket, Dal, Star Valley and Central, they're going to be the first game of the boys bracket today. And then after that, you have Sheridan and Green River. And man, have the Bronx just been a juggernaut all season long out of Sheridan High School for the boys.
Kind of talked about it, off the air. It's quite rare for a team to have the number one offense and the number one defense. And that's what Sheridan has. They average 73 plus, which is a ton. And then they're defensively, they only allow, it's under 50. I think it's 47 points. So, I mean, that is quite a spread on your average game scores for the Sheridan Bronx. So they're the favorites. Everybody is kind of wondering if anybody can hang with them. In the 4A East last weekend, nobody really came close. The first team that gets the shot at them this weekend, it will be Green River. That one's coming up here in a couple of hours. And if the Braves advance, Duke, as do the Bronx, as we expect, maybe Star Valley gets a shot in the semifinals. Something's got to happen first.
Absolutely. So we'll see how that goes. Thunder Base and Kelly Walsh in the bottom half of the bracket in the quarters with Natrona and Campbell. The late game tonight at 8 p.m. in the boys bracket. Still tied again after 2 free throws dropped for Green River with 2:10 to go in this first overtime period. 38-38 in the game ahead of the Star Valley boys and the Cheyenne Central Indians. So we'll take another break here from the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off, where you're more than just an account number. Visit your local branches in Alpine and in Afton. That is First Bank of Wyoming. Back in Casper in 2 minutes on the SBI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Star Valley sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
This is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
This is the SVI Sports Network with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball.
Inside Casper College for the 4A West State Championship Tournament. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you. And tip-off coverage presented by First Bank of Wyoming. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. A little behind schedule again here today at the state tournament as the Lady Wolves out of Green River taking on Sheridan in the opening round of the girls bracket. In overtime, Green River by 2 now, 40-38. A timeout's just been called with 59 6.7 seconds remaining. So now let's continue with our tip-off coverage ahead of the Star Valley boys taking on the Cheyenne Central Indians in the game after this one. Let's start with that Crimson Corner today.
Well, spring sports practice began this week on Monday, soccer and outdoor track and field. The first home track event is March 20th. Now, in some years, you would think you're going to need a snow shovel for that. This year, looks like it's going to be fairly nice, at least potentially. So that's going to be a dual meet against Jackson. March 20th right now, that's the schedule for outdoor track and field. Soccer fans, you're going to have to wait a little longer to watch the Lady Braves and Braves at home. That one's on April 9th, but circle your calendar because that's against Evanston. That should be a winnable match, and plan on attending that one. That's a look at your Crimson Corner.
It's all part of our first Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off here at Casper College. Let's take a look at some of the boys' games scheduled for today. Here's the Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Well, we got Star Valley and Cheyenne Central. Of course, that is the first boys' game of the 4A class. Sheridan and Green River will follow that one. We'll see if the Bronx advance as they are expected to. Lower half of the bracket, Thunder Basin taking on Kelly Walsh. Kelly Walsh, of course, surviving the 4A West last weekend at Evanston. And then Natrona County winning the 4A West. They'll take on Campbell County, who got absolutely blitzed by Sheridan last weekend in the semifinals in the 4A East by about 40 points. So I would think Natrona is favored there, Thunder Basin favored on those lower brackets, and that's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. A foul here with 40 seconds remaining in overtime against Green River and Sheridan in the girls' game. Green River on top by 2, and they'll go to the line for a couple of free throws to try and extend this to a 2-possession game. Dow, worth noting here, of course, we are at the state tournament, so for those of you watching on SVI, we do have our cameras here. They're going to be set up, and we'll be recording for highlights, but we won't actually be able to show any of the action live today.
Yeah, it's a live thing. We're not able to we're not permitted, I should say, to stream live. The live broadcast rights are owned by the NFHS, the National Federation of High Schools. They have a crew that they do that you can subscribe to, of course, but we'll be providing some highlights and some video recaps and things like that. That'll be a little later on.
Absolutely. So we'll have those posted to our YouTube channel, social media pages, on our website as well for a complete game highlights post-game after each of our games through the tournament this weekend. So again, about 40 seconds left in overtime. A couple free throws dropped for the Lady Wolves, so they're now up by 4, 42-38. And this is the game that's put us a little behind schedule today with Star Valley boys taking on Cheyenne Central, and Sheridan misses a field goal rebounded by Green River. That's going to force Sheridan to foul with 26 seconds, and it looks like the Wolves are in good shape now here to escape Sheridan, and the 1 seed from the West advance to the semifinal in the girls' bracket.
It's a great example, though, of, this is a 1-4 matchup. These are supposed to be easy for the 1 seed, and Green River is going to survive and escape, really, and at least it looks like it. It's you just never know what's going to happen out here, but yeah, Green River looks like they're in decent shape here with 25 seconds to go. Now up 5. So, but that's why everybody loves this time of year in basketball. Anything can happen. Anybody can get hot. A team can get cold, and you don't know who can come out on top.
Braves waiting in the wings here at Casper College, set to take the court in just a few moments against Cheyenne Central in the opening round of the 4A state tournament. We'll be back after this break from the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
The SVI Sports Network is your home for live coverage of Star Valley High School sports.
Welcome back to the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off inside Casper College for the first round of the 4A state tournament bracket. The second round games in 4A will be at the Ford Wyoming Center tomorrow. 3A is there today, 4A here at the college. And Green River is going to hold off and win against Sheridan in this girls game that went into overtime as the final few seconds tick off. And Green River, the one seed from the West and the second-ranked girls team in 4A, when the Wild Preps coaches and media poll, they'll be in the semifinals after this one does go final, 45-38. So Central and Green River in the semis tomorrow in the girls bracket. That lets our Braves take the court here in just a few moments. And it's Star Valley and Cheyenne Central for the Star Valley boys' first game of the season. Now, when you talk about what has been a roller coaster of a year for Star Valley, you go all the way back to that Title I tip-off of the Mountain America Center in Idaho Falls. They advanced to the championship game and played so well there. They've been up and down, and then they get into conference play. And, of course, they go 6-0 inside the Southwest. Had some real tough games against some of the teams in the North, specifically the Casper schools. But if you're Star Valley right now coming into this and you think, who do I got on my team and who am I playing? The Braves have just every bit as shot as any to get a first-round win here today.
I absolutely agree, especially when you look at the numbers and how they break down. We'll look at those here in just a little bit. If the Braves come out and play with urgency and play with some defense and be selective with their shots, I think they have as good a chance to win in the first round as they've had in recent memory. So, yeah, Central's a really good team, but the Braves bring back a lot of experience. Some of these guys have been playing for 3 years. They've been to the state tournament those other 2 years. They've had that experience, and so yeah, this is kind of a chance for a payoff in the opening round if you can. But you have to come out and play well, obviously. But yeah, I think they have a good chance.
Star Valley will take the court here in just a few moments and jump right into their pregame warm-ups and tip-off time, probably about 12:30 is what we're looking at right now. So let's recap this rivalry between Central and Star Valley with the help of SVI News.
Well, they're 450 miles apart, but believe it or not, they've played a few times. My numbers go back to 1951, just FYI on that. Overall, in that time frame, Central leads the series 9-5. The last time these two teams met was in the 2024-25 season. It was at the Riverton tournament, and the Indians won that one pretty handily, 52-32. Looking at some of the trends, Central has won the last 5 meetings. Star Valley's last win came in the 2010-2011 season. That's a look at your rivalry presented today by SVInews.com.
Visit for your print or e-edition subscription to the Star Valley Independent. That's SVInews.com. We don't have Millie Kazare with us this weekend, so won't be able to go down to the court for her courtside report. So instead, Dal, let's keep it up here with you. You had the chance to catch up with Coach Matt Shumway for your weekly article in the Star Valley Independent. What would you say Coach Shumway's thoughts were coming out of the region tournament and heading into the state weekend today?
He felt like he was pretty pleased with how the team played in the championship game against Natrona. Some things he would have liked to see tighten up, but that was also a very hard-fought game. Could have gone either way, especially down the stretch. Looking at today's matchup, he felt like Cheyenne Central was a team from the film that he was able to watch that they like to get up and down the floor. They're very athletic. They like to go up-tempo when they can. I think Star Valley actually has the personnel to match that if they want. I also think it's going to be imperative that they don't get beat back, which happened a couple times, maybe against Natrona, and I'm sure they've talked about that this week. But yeah, I think he was pretty hopeful. And then, one of the big wild cards this time of year, Duke, is are you healthy? I think the Braves are as healthy as they've been all year, knock on wood. And so you got that going for you as well.
So that is your not courtside report with the help of Miles CPA. Locations in Afton and Alpine. Call 885-0055. That's 885-0055.
I'm not Amelia, but I do my best. She's awesome. She really is.
Absolutely. She's been fantastic this season. Millie has been down on the court. Now let's take a look at that records watch with the help of Rad Curbside.
Well, the two teams come in, start out with a 14-9 record. Central was ranked really the second best team most of the season. They're 18-7 on the eastern side, I should say. Scoring, the Braves come in averaging 61.6. That is fourth. Central right behind them at 61.1. That is fifth. Rebounding, both teams kind of in the latter half. The Braves, of course, that's been something they've been trying to improve all season long, ranking 11th at 25.9. Central's at 27.2. That ranks them 7th. Defensively, Star Valley is 6th in the 4A with allowing 51.9. Central allows a few more at 57.9. That ranks them 10th. Leading scorers for the team, Cooper Lancaster at 20.2. That led the 4A West this year. And then Zach Brenchley averaging 13.7. That leads the team for the Indians. That's a look at your records watch from Rad Curbside.
Formerly known as Star Valley Disposal, that is Rad Curbside. We're about 7 minutes away from tip-off time. Let's take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back in what is a warm Casper College for Star Valley and Cheyenne Central and the 4A State Basketball Tournament on the SVI Sports Network.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com.
Where do you want him to be? Like right here?
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Welcome back inside Casper College. About 5 minutes away from tip-off time here for the Braves to take on Cheyenne Central. Now let's talk a little more about Cheyenne Central. Zach Brenchley, he's a junior. He leads the team with 13.8 points per game. Behind him is a senior. That's Colin Bailey at 10.6. And then a guy averaging just under double figures, Owen Woods, a junior, at 9.4. So they spread the ball around quite a bit, specifically amongst those three for the Indians, where they're all averaging almost in those double-figure marks.
Yeah, you're right. And a couple others that are kind of in that 5 to 6 point range. So, yeah, they're going to try and spread it around a little bit. Maybe no one particular guy that's going to go off for 20-plus in a game, but never know in a game like this. But, yeah, I think that's why it's going to be really important for the Star Valley defense to play with some urgency and keep in front of the Indians today.
Absolutely. And, of course, Star Valley, they're going to counter offensively with one of the leading scorers in the state. That's the senior Cooper Lancaster, 19.8 points per game. Then you have Dylan Shumway, 11.2 points per game, and Lincoln Lydiard, just under 10 per game as well. And so offensively, Star Valley counteracts and balances that almost in the exact same way.
Yeah, they and a couple of those guys, well, really all three of them are good shooters from the outside, in particular Lincoln Lydiard and Dylan Shumway. Lincoln's been lighting it up this year at 47% from distance for the season. So he's right there. And if the Braves are hitting those shots today, they're going to be a tough out. Of course, that's the big question when you shoot as many threes is what the offense calls for these days. And that's everybody. Everybody is shooting threes. If you're hot
that day, you're going to be tough to beat. Absolutely. 3.5 minutes away from tip-off time, Star Valley and Cheyenne Central. Let's see what the keys to the game are for a Braves win, presented by Star Valley Health.
Well, based on what Coach Shumway was saying with Cheyenne Central wanting to get up and down the floor, the transition defense for the Braves is going to be really important today. They need to not get beat back. They need to not give up easy baskets in transition through the lane, things like that. They need to defend the lane. In particular, a couple of times or multiple times in that Natrona game last weekend, you saw Josiah Coleman get into the lane and get to some easier buckets. They need to work on that. And then they need to capitalize on their open shots. They're getting shots. They're working around. They're getting them. They seem to knock them down, in particular inside of the 15-foot mark when they take those shots. And those are my Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit starvalleyhealth.org. That is starvalleyhealth.org. Let's take another 2-minute break. We'll be back after this with tip-off time all the way on the SBI Sports Network.
Star Valley Sports on SBI are presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisors Kyle Terry, creating tailored solutions to address your financial needs, and by Rusty's Tree Service, the tree removal experts. Call 248-2442.
My name is Alex Finley. I'm the owner of Adventure Tire and Suspension in Afton. SBI Media has been great to work with, and they make everything easy to get set up with advertising. Right after we opened, they reached out to us and got us set up in no time. I think SBI is great for local businesses to get their marketing set up, and I look forward to working with them even more in the future.
To begin advertising your business, nonprofit, or event, visit svinews.com/advertising.
At Fall River Propane, we're not just your propane provider. We're the ones who make sure life keeps moving. Fall River Propane. Experience the difference.
Here's more from Duke and Dow with live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SBI Sports Network.
Inside Casper College as we wrap up the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to tip-off. We are more than just an account number. Visit your local branches in Alpine and in Afton. Tip-off time about 30 minutes delayed here because of an overtime game ahead of this one between the Green River Lady Wolves and Sheridan. Green River wins that one in that girls matchup. And so here we are, the Star Valley Braves getting set to take on the Cheyenne Central Indians. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson here with you. Star Valley will be the designated home team, so they'll be in the whites, and the Indians will be in their darks, so black with red jerseys here today as we wrap things up. We'll jump right into your starting lineup presented by Mountain Star Products. Stay tuned for details on an expanded retail department opening this spring, including full supplies for subcontractors and landscapers located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Mountain Star Products. Gonna do the
Let's meet today's players with the help of
for the Central Indians. Number 1 is a junior at 9.4 points per game. That's Owen Woods. Number 2, Zach Breckley, junior, 13.8 points per game. Number 10, a senior, 7.5 points per game, Chris Martin. Number 11, a junior, 5.5 points per game, Connor Shumway. At number 22, a senior, 10.6 points per game, Colin Bailey. Head coach Randy Philbin for Cheyenne Central. 18-7 overall, 9-3 inside the 4A East. Offense is third in 4A at 61 points per game, while the defense is ninth in 4A at 57 points per game for the Cheyenne Central Indians. And now the starting 5 to be announced for your Braves in their white jerseys today, presented by Mountain Star Products.
6'4" senior wearing number 1, leading the 4A West and the Braves in scoring at 20.2. That is Cooper Lancaster. A 6'3" senior leading Star Valley in 3-point field goal percentage. That's number 2, Lincoln Lydiard. 6 foot senior wearing number 3, over 150 career 3-pointers made. That is Dylan Shumway. A 6'4" junior wearing number 4, leading the Braves in rebounding. That is Roman Erickson. And a 5'9" senior, one of the other top 3-point shooters for the Braves. That is Zach Thompson. The Braves are coached by Matt Shumway, assisted by Aaron Lancaster, as well as Ben and Mark Hale.
That's your starting five here at Casper College in the opening round of the 4A state basketball tournament. Winner of this game advances to the semifinals to play either Sheridan or Green River at 6:30 tomorrow evening. Of course, Sheridan will be heavily favored in that game against Green River later on, but that's why they play. So let's see how this one goes first. The Braves and the Indians. And it's going to be Cooper Lancaster lined up against Colin Bailey for the opening tip-off to start things off. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson here with you. Thank you for joining us. Again, about a 30-minute delayed tip-off time with the game ahead of us going into OT. The official steps center court, points which direction each team will go, bounces the ball, sends it up. Lancaster wins the tip, and the Braves have the first possession of the game here at Casper College in the 4A state tournament. Lancaster works it over to the right side. Zach Brentley looks like he'll have defensive duty against him early on. Cross court over to the left side to Zach Thompson. Feed down low to Roman. Shot fake underneath and a score on the low block left side for Roman Erickson. The Braves lead 2-0.
Roman was a lot more aggressive in the paint last weekend, and that's carrying over so far.
Now it's Central with their first possession of the game. They go baseline, kick out. A 3-ball is missed by Connor Shumway, rebounded by Cooper Lancaster. Star Valley basketball, left side. Lincoln Lydiard in the corner, fakes the 3, passes to Thompson. Deep on the left, now dribbles to the right side elbow. Kick out, Dylan Shumway, a deep 3, good. A Star Valley Orthodontics triple from almost NBA range falls in. It's 5-0.
Yeah, that was a couple feet behind the college line.
So the Braves off to a good start against the Indians. Connor Shumway for Central. Left side to Bailey. Good crowd here for the Braves, shouting for defense. Cheerleaders are here. Band will be on their way later for the game, the girls' game, as Star Valley in the man-to-man defense. 3 from Martin. It's good. That swirls down the rim, and it falls to pull the Indians back to within 2.
So far, the two teams pretty content to shoot well behind the high school line.
The high school line in green here at Casper College. The college line in black for the 3-point mark. As Thompson has a screen, takes a college distance 3. Too strong, no good. Rebound to Connor Shumway of Central. He's going to run, hesitate, hop in the lane, try to kick it out, but it's tipped by Lancaster into the hands of Lydiard. Lincoln on the run across the half court, goes left side Thompson, back to Lydiard. 3 on the way, left wing. Yes! A Star Valley Orthodontics triple. The extra pass to Link, and it's 8-3 Braves.
2 assists for Zach Thompson, both of them deep 3s from his teammates.
5:54 to play in the opening period. And there's going to be a whistle away from the ball. This will be defensively against Star Valley for the first foul of the game.
Give you Roman Erickson. Roman pretty physical. Picks up his first team foul. 5:51 to go here in the first quarter.
Central will inbound baseline. Chris Martin to throw this in. From the left side of the key, goes up top and around the arc to go to Connor Shumway. He hands off to Woods. Left elbow, down the post, stopped by Lydiard and back out to the perimeter. Left side wing, covered by Cooper. Bailey gives it up. Now up to Shumway again. Top of the key. Lob down low. Catch and shoot. A beauty of a pass. Zach Brentley catches and shoots and scores.
That was a dime.
Lancaster, big crossover move, but then misses the underneath layup. Rebounded by Woods on the run. Down low to Shumway, and Star Valley Shumway tips it loose, but picked up by Woods, and he drops it in. 8-7, a 1-point game. Now up to Roman, who hits it in transition. Lancaster from half court. Got it to Erickson, who got behind the defense.
You know, I mentioned Central likes to get up and down, but, you know, sometimes teams that you match up against aren't great at that. The Braves can absolutely score in transition.
Here's a screen set for Woods. Takes a deep 3. Good.
Wow.
And at 10. Everybody from downtown today.
And everybody's getting just a little farther back. That was a deep 3.
4:46 to play in the first, 10 all. Cooper double team. Lost the ball. Picked it up in the lane. Lost it again. Down to the court goes Central. They lose it. Ball squirts out of bounds. And the officials look at each other. No call. They'll say Central ball.
Well, good luck guessing where that one went. The Braves certainly felt like it should have been their ball, but everybody points their way.
Right. Once again, we will have video highlights posted later today on this game and all the games through the weekend. live audio only coverage for state basketball, tied at 10 between Star Valley and Central. 4:26 to go in the opening period. Braves on defense. And another whistle away from the ball. This is going to be down low on the baseline. They'll call it again on the Braves defensively.
It's going to be Dylan Shumway. And by the time I looked over there, he was about 4 feet away from this guy. So it must have happened before that. Second team foul, 4:22 to go. Central, no team fouls as of yet.
First personal on Dylan with Central inbounding from Martin. Go left corner. Quick three from there. Hits the top of the backboard, but a rebound putback is missed. Another rebound for Woods. Goes back up and hits it this time. Central leads 12-2 for the first time today.
Well, and Woods already has 7 points.
Star Valley on offense. Thompson lobs to Erickson. Catch on the low block. Fakes the pass back outside and then turns and shoots and scores. Tied back at 12.
Roman already with 6 points in this first quarter.
3:50 remaining in this first. 2 team fouls on Star Valley, none on Central as the Indians pass the perimeter. Jace Davis has it, covered by Lydiard. Hands off to Martin. 3 down the barrel, off the back rim, no good. Rebounded by Lydiard. Chance for the Braves to retake the lead. Thompson, top of the key, tries to bounce it and it's kicked. That'll be a kickball call on Davis. Stays with Star Valley out of bounds.
Colin Bailey checking back in for the Indians, replacing Owen Woods. Braves are going to stick with who they have on the court.
Still with their original starting 5 as Erickson will trigger it in. Thompson, Lancaster, Shumway, and Lydiard. Lydiard, by the way, wearing green shoes today. That's quite the arsenal of footwear. And this is a missed shot by Lancaster. Rebound tipped out of bounds off of Central. And it's going to stay with Star Valley on their baseline. .329 to play in the first. Still 12-12 on the bank of Star Valley scoreboard. Inbound to Erickson, up top to Lydiard. Covered immediately for no 3. Shumway, Thompson off a screen. Right wing 3 short, no good. Hit the rim, ball tipped loose and picked up by Bailey. Central basketball. They want to run. The Woods drive, kick, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lancaster. No, saved it. Flipped it in and went to Erickson. He's on the run. Roman left wing, shot blocked with a foul. A blocking call on Central. What a play by Lancaster, though, to tip loose the kick-out pass and somehow save it running out the door.
Yeah, kind of whipped it behind his back and found Roman Erickson, who in transition draws the foul and called on Colin Bailey, his first team foul. 3:07 to go here in the quarter, and Roman will shoot 2.
Erickson to the Riverside Dental free throw line where the first is no good. Tate Lawson subs in. Zach Thompson subs out.
Roman on the season, a 52% free throw shooter. Had a solid first quarter, 6 points, 3 for 3 from the field.
His free throw away, good on the second attempt. Gives Star Valley back the lead. Up 13-12 with 3:07 to go in the opening period. 2 team fouls on Star Valley, 1 on Central. Across the half-court line goes Chris Martin for the Braves. Shumway makes a move, and there's going to be a moving screen violation, I believe. Are they going to get that again on Star Valley? They do. Will Linford, who just subbed in, will pick up the foul. Try to battle through.
First on Will, 13 foul on Star Valley, 1 on Central, 2:59 to go in the quarter.
Central will inbound, back court to Shumway. And Connor Shumway bounces above the right side elbow to Woods. Hands off to Bailey, drives the post. Tough shot. No. Rebounded by Lawson. Tate has it poked away with a foul. Whistle goes against Central. And it will be Star Valley basketball with 2:48 to play in the first. Up by 1 are the Braves.
Foul will go against Zach Brenchley, his first.
.246 remaining in the opening period as Star Valley across the half court uncontested. Now Brenchley picks up Lancaster. Ball moving around the arc. Back to Lancaster on the right. Open 3, short, no. Rebound on the perimeter by Zach Hall, Cheyenne Central basketball. Indians across the half court. The tempo slowed down for both teams. Cooper has it still in the front court. He's going to pick it up one-on-one on the other end. Euro, rim, scooped it underneath and scored.
He slowed down, Euroed, went under the rim, and reverse laid it in. That was pretty sweet.
A 3-point lead now for the Braves. 2:10 to go in the first period. 15-12, Star Valley on top. 3 team fouls for the Braves, 2 on the Indians. Here's Davis, right side Martin, into the corner, back up to the wing. Ball moving around the perimeter. Good defense by Lawson to force the ball up top to Woods. Star Valley stays in the man-to-man defense against this really good Central offense. Here's a shot fake. Now a drive by Bailey. Down the post. Blocked by Lawson. Into the hands of Shumway. Star Valley 3-on-3. And then stolen in the front court by Brenchley. He's all alone and lays it in on the other end. 15-14. Central back to within 1. Half court pass to Lancaster, left side wing. Linford sets a screen. Drops down. Lancaster keeps it. 1:30 to play in the first. Lancaster on the right side wing goes to Lawson. Corner 3. Yes! Take the triple. The Star Valley Orthodontics 3 ball is 18-14.
Braves 3 of 6 from distance here in this first quarter.
1 minute 13 to go in the first. Good start for the Braves as they lead by 4. All on top. Right side Davis. Linford on him defensively in the perimeter. Forces the ball to Brenchley. And around the arc they go some more. Under a minute to go in the opening period. Dribble by Bailey between his legs. Goes into the rim and is fouled on the floor. Stops the clock at 56.6. And the 4th team foul results in a baseline inbound play.
First personal on Lawson. And as you mentioned, into the bonus now for Cheyenne Central. Started with 4. Indians with 2. 56.6 seconds to go in the first.
Indians inbound up top to Davis. Defense closes immediately, so no shot. Back to Davis on the right side wing. 50 seconds to play in the opening period. Ball moving around the outside. Bailey wants to drive but can't. Now Star Valley double teaming on the perimeter. 40 seconds to go in the first. Star Valley switches. The defense leads to a steal. Erickson has it, and he's fouled immediately in the backcourt. Star Valley jumped into that zone, and it forces this turnover, and the Braves have it with a 4-point lead.
Foul be called on Brenchley. That'll be his second. 3rd team foul on the Indians. 38 seconds to go. The Braves with the basketball and a 4-point lead.
Lancaster across the half court. Lots of time. Goes to Thompson. 30 seconds to play in the period. Screen set for Erickson. Another screen up top. Wants to try the right post. Lost it. Collected on the perimeter. Down to 22 seconds. Feed to Linford. Quickly double team. Kick out to Erickson. Clock at 18. Spin. Baseline. Nothing. He's shut down at 15 seconds. Up top to Lancaster. Wants to drive the left post. Spin in the lane. Shot. Fade away. Yes. Rolled it in. At 8 seconds remaining in the period. Star Valley with their largest lead of the game, up by 6. Clock down to 4. Now 3. Central on the other end. 1, 2. Fade away. Tough shot. Oh, man. From the top of the key. Zach Hall spinning, fading away, and somehow hit it at the buzzer. What a prayer shot that falls, and it's down to a 3-point difference after 1. Star Valley 20, Central 17 on SVI.
There's still time to get out and enjoy what winter has to offer in beautiful alpine Wyoming. Snowmobile in the backcountry with your own sled, or rent one from a local retailer. You could also enjoy the scenery on snowshoes or go cross-country skiing on our groomed trails. Maybe get out on the ice for some excellent fishing. And of course, stay a while with exceptional lodging and dining options. Enjoy the winter while you still can and book your stay in alpine Wyoming.
Let's go back to the game with more live coverage of Star Valley High School sports on the SVI Sports Network.
It was Chris Martin of Central who hit the 3 right at the buzzer. What a shot. Spinning just to get away and fading away from the top of the key. Pulls Central back to within 3, and they have the arrow down. So it's their basketball, trailing Star Valley 20-17 to open the second.
That's just one of those. I mean, the Braves were playing good defense. The guy's 3 feet behind the arc. It just went for him that time.
See if that has a factor at the end of the game. It is going to be Star Valley on defense. They're back into the right side. As a 3 goes back to Shumway. That's good to tie the game. Connor Shumway, left corner for Central. 6-point lead is gone after 2 quick threes. Here's Erickson. Drives, pull up on the post. Tried to bank it, no good. Linford fighting for the rebound, but it's ripped away. Loose ball picked up by Woods. Central on a 6-0 run and the ball. They're tied at 20.
Both teams shooting really well from 3. The Indians 4 of 7, Braves 3 of 6.
Woods, top of the key, pass to Martin. Over to the right side wing to Davis. Tries to bounce down the post. Ball tipped, but collected by Martin. Kick out to another three. No good. Missed by Davis. Rebounded by Lancaster. Score remains tied at 7:08 to play in the second period, 20-20. Erickson, Thompson, left side Lawson. Now left key is Erickson. Spins, double team, kick out. Lawson left wing three, no good. Rebound goes to Shumway of Cheyenne Central. Thompson almost steals it, but lost it out of bounds. The Indians keep possession.
Boy, my 2 cents, that was off of Central's foot after it touched Zach.
6:53 to play in the second period. Still tied at 20. Star Valley was up 20-14. Central hit the three right before the buzzer at the end of the first, then hit another one to open up the second. So we're tied up. Here is a foul against Shumway. He's thinking maybe a flop. They're going to say Connor Shumway took the hit.
Second personal on Dylan. First team foul. 6:43 to go. He'll have a seat. Lawson quickly back in.
6:43 to play in the second. Still 20-20. Pass up top. Threes away. Martin missed it. Loose ball rebound picked up by Lawson. Hands off to Erickson, who dribbles across the half court. Pass right side in the corner to Lancaster. High, but got it. Now drives left under rim. Good with a foul.
Are you serious?
What a play by Lancaster. Under the rim. Scoop shot left-handed.
Wow.
To the line for the end one.
It wasn't just that. He covered some ground in a couple of steps and finished on the other side of the rim. That was impressive.
That'll be in our highlight film afterwards.
I want to get Sam Bailey. His first, Central first, free throw's good.
Raised back by 3 after the three-point play from Lancaster. 23-20. One team foul apiece. 6:25 to go before halftime here at Casper College. Chris Martin up top, works left side for the Indians. Back to Davis. Hands off to Shumway. Screen set for Bailey. Works top of the key and again to Davis. Braves defense has been holding their own against a good Cheyenne Central offense. And there's a steal for Star Valley. Erickson pokes it loose, picks it up, goes to Lydiard. Up to Lancaster. Makes it down to the post. Fadeaway on the lane. No, but a foul. And Cooper Lancaster to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 shots with a 3-point lead.
Chris Martin whistled for his first, second team foul on Central. That was a pretty steal from Roman. He's already got 3 steals in this game. Cooper back to the line. He's got 7 points. Looking for numbers 8 and 9 here.
First free throw is good. I still can't get over his last field goal, Lancaster. Ball on his left hip with the rim to his right, going under the rim and then throwing it up left-handed and contacted in. That was something.
And it started clear on the far side wing. He covered about 20 feet doing that.
Second free throw, no good for Lancaster. Star Valley leads 24-20. 5:55 to go before halftime. Braves on defense. Back in the man-to-man. Here's a pass over to the right side, collected by Martin. Quickly around the arc to Woods on the left. Lydiard on him. Up top is Shumway. Defense switches over a screen. Drive the post is Woods. Lydiard denies the rim, and it's kicked back outside. Bailey on the perimeter will hand off to Martin. 5:28 to play in the second period. Star Valley with a long defensive possession here. Everything on the outside. Now a drive to the rim. Split the D. No good. Rebounded by Lancaster. Missed by Brenchley. Cooper on the run right side. Goes to Thompson. In transition. Almost dropped it. Lost it. Collected it. Baseline. Skip outside to Erickson. Back up top. Lawson. Another 3. Looks good. Is good. Tate. A Star Valley orthodontics triple. His second of the game. And a timeout taken by Coach Philbin of Cheyenne Central. Braves by 7. 5:07 to go in the second. It's 27. Star Valley 20. Central back in 60 on SVI Sports.
Discover your future with Simplot, where a multitude of career opportunities await. Whether you're interested in mining, agriculture, engineering, technology, manufacturing, management, or a number of additional options, Simplot offers not just a job, but a truly satisfying and rewarding career. Explore our diverse range of positions and find where you belong. Visit Simplot.com to view available positions locally and across the United States. That's Simplot.com, a world of career opportunities.
Casper College, 5 minutes to go in the second period. Tate Lawson, 2 threes in this first half, and the Braves lead 27-20. Back on defense is Star Valley. Cheyenne Central works around the perimeter. Top of the key, ball poked loose but collected. Outside to Woods, wants to drive the post. Lydiard forces the jump shot. Contested, no good, and then there's going to be a foul on the rebound. They're going to get Lawson reaching over the top of Brenchley. And it will stop the clock at 4:39 to go in the second period.
Second personal foul on Tate Lawson. Second team foul, 4:39 to go. Each team has 2.
Central will inbound baseline. They throw up top to Shumway. Drive shot, good, and they wave it off. Drawing the charge was Roman Erickson, the offensive foul. No points for Connor Shumway.
I love taking charges. I love it when the players take charges. It is such a momentum swing. I mean, just in that 1 second, instead of a nice-looking layup, it's a turnover, and you get the ball back up 7. Great play from Roman.
4.5 before halftime. And a foul in the front court against, again, Connor Shumway. 2 really quick ones for him. After not having any, he now has 2, and all of a sudden, Central has 4 team fouls.
If you're out there thinking, is he related to the Star Valley Shumway? I don't know. I meant to ask. I'm assuming he would have told me.
I have no idea.
But I have no idea.
4.5 to go, second period. Braves with a 7-point lead and possession. Thompson passes to Lancaster on the bounce left side. Screen set, defense switches, now double team. Force the pass right side, delivered, collected deep in the front court right wing. 4:15 to go in the second period. Braves still by 7 with the ball. Thompson picks it up, goes to Lawson. Another 3 off the rim, almost dropped in, but no good. Rebounded by Owen Woods. Central basketball. 4 minutes to go before halftime. Braves lead by 7. Central 1 foul away from putting Star Valley in the bonus for the rest of the half. Baldwin with the basketball for the Indians. Works left side to Brenchley, drives, and there's going to be a whistle. And will they call this on the floor? They do. 3:52 to play in the second, and Central back to the line to inbound baseline.
Tate Lawson has picked up his 3rd, so Tate will come out. It's had a solid first half. Will Linford will come in. 3rd team foul on the Braves, 3:52 to go before the half.
Zach Hall will inbound for the Indians. Left side key up top with the pass to Brenchley. 3:47 to go in. Drive baseline, good defense, but the shot falls. 3:40 to play in the second, down to a 5-point lead for the Braves. Lancaster up top, drives, pull up at the free throw line, off the inside rim, no good. Rebounded by Bailey. Colin Bailey across the half court. He'll take a deep pull up 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's won by Indians, and they can't hit the putback. Zach Thompson has the board on the other side. Thompson on the left wing. Picks up his dribble, bounces to Linford. Tipped and stolen. Loose ball picked up by Colin Bailey. Back to Central. 3:08 to go in the second. 3 team fouls on the Braves. 4 on Central as they drive, shot, no, and a blocking foul, this time against Roman. Stops the clock at 3:03 and will put the Indians to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That's going to be foul number 2 on Roman. So the Braves need to be a little wary of their foul trouble right now. Shumway and Erickson with 2. No trouble yet. Lawson with 3. He's on the bench. Brenchley to the line. First free throw of the game for the Indians. No good. He'll get another. On the season, he is a 64% free throw shooter.
Ty Reisdorf checks in for the first time for Central. 1 more from the free throw line for Brenchley is good. 27-23.
Been a while since the Braves have had a solid possession. They've kind of either had a quick shot or a turnover. They need a good possession here.
Lydiard with it on the left. Passes right to Erickson, above the corner to Thompson. 2:50 to go before halftime. Thompson a few dribbles with Caden Baldwin on him. Goes right side. Lydiard corner 3 Off the rim, no good. Box out rebound for Caden Baldwin. Central basketball as the Braves come up empty on that possession, and then a carry on the other end. They'll say Caden Baldwin hesitated and palmed the basketball.
I'd like to see Star Valley maybe try and go inside. And right now I feel like Central's defense is extended well beyond the perimeter, and I feel like those threes are not quite as open as they were in the first quarter. Substitution here, Roman has his seat. So on the floor for the Braves is Thompson, Linford, Lydiard, Lancaster, and Shumway.
Shumway dribbles across the half court. Defense picks him up at the three-point line. Top of the key. Rifles down to Linford. No dribble shot. Good. Will on the low block left side. Over top of the defense and in.
Good pass from Dylan. Will had great position.
2:15 to go in the second. 29-23 Braves. Drive by Davis, shut down on the block and back outside. Bailey down the middle, blocked at the rim, denied by Lancaster. Think he deflected it, the ball hit the underside of the cylinder. Shumway, transition three, right wing, too strong, no good. And the rebound pulled in the perimeter by Bailey. Central basketball, Bailey in the front court. Ball loose on the floor, and Central comes up with it. They'll have it over on the left to Brenchley. Drives in, big pass down low. The shot is missed.
He missed it.
Baldwin let the defense fly by and then missed an open look in the paint. Braves on the rebound. Shumway drives into the lane, pull up on the free throw line. Too strong, no good. Off the back rim with 1:30 to play before halftime. Brenchley on the rebound. 4 team fouls each. Star Valley still leading at 29-23. Brenchley off a screen, missed the three. Rebounded by Lancaster. Immediately runs a 3-on-3. Defense to his right, goes to the rim. Euro and down the right side post. He had just so much control with the ball.
And he had his man turned around. His face was actually toward the rim. He had no chance to stop Cooper on that drive.
Largest lead of the game at 8. Baldwin drives, kick into the corner to Davis. No shot there. Defense again being cheered by the Star Valley faithful here at Casper College. 53 seconds to go in the second period. Ball around the perimeter. Bailey drives, kick. Riesdorf for three, too strong, all backboard, no rim. Shumway collects the rebound, and Star Valley will slowly take their time across the half court with an 8-point lead and 38 seconds to go in the second. Lancaster with the handle on it, left side corner in the front court. 30 seconds. Pass right side, Shumway, back to Lancaster in the right corner. Drives to the elbow, goes to Lydiard, and they lose it. Just a miscommunication on the handoff from Lancaster to Lydiard, and it's out of bounds.
That's a tough one because you had exactly what you wanted. If this is football, you'd be saying didn't look the ball in. I don't know if that really counts in basketball, but that's kind of what that was.
22 seconds, and so instead of Star Valley with an opportunity to go up by double digits before half, now Central has a chance to cut it down to 2 possessions before half. 18 seconds in the second. Star Valley 31, Central 23. Indians weave around the outside. Bailey fakes a three. Now a three by Davis is in. Oh, that really hurts considering the turnover. 6 seconds to go. Lancaster, 4-3, drive, kick. Shumway at the buzzer, no good. Rebounded by Linford, and he can't get it off in time on the putback. And so the Braves had a chance to go double digits, but instead a three on the other end. But Star Valley still on top at the break. 31 for the Braves, 26 for the Indians. And the Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show, that's next. Live from Casper College on the SBI Sports Network.
The remodel of the hot tub at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton has been completed and is open for guests. Kodiak has also begun construction for a swimming pool and additional hot tub, which will open for guests only soon. Book your stay at KodiakMountainResort.com. B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
At Western, students don't just earn degrees. They experience growth, friendships, and opportunities. Western Wyoming Community College. Enter here with passion and leave with purpose.
Ever wish you could be the boss of your home Wi-Fi? Well, with Home Zone by Silver Star, now you can. It's like having your own Wi-Fi command center right in your pocket. Whether it's setting up a guest network for visitors, controlling what your kids can access, or checking your connection speed, Home Zone has you covered. With Protect IQ, you'll have a virtual bodyguard for your Wi-Fi, blocking unwanted threats before they reach your devices. Home Zone by Silver Star. Wi-Fi control, coverage, and security all in one.
Whether you're courtside or mat side this season, it's also tax season. This is your Miles CPA tax tip. Filing an extension on your taxes only gives you more time to file your tax return. It doesn't give you more time to pay. If you owe taxes and wait to pay until you file or until the extension deadline, the IRS can and will charge you interest and possibly penalties, starting from the original tax date of April 15th. So even with an extension, it's smart to estimate and pay what you owe on April 15th to avoid extra costs.
You're watching the SVI Sports Network. I'm Keith Kelly with the Wyoming Cowboys saying, "Go Braves!"
Simplot Smoky Can You Mine halftime show from Casper College, where the Braves lead it at the break by 5, 31-26. But now you go back to that unforced turnover when Star Valley had it at the end of the half, led to a 3 on the other end, and you're up by 5 and you're happy with that, but you're thinking what it could be right now.
Yeah, a lot of good things for the Braves in that first half. But yeah, right before the half, you have the ball with an 8-point lead and seemingly a chance to maybe put some points on the board and go in the locker room. And like you said, push it up to double digits. It worked out the other way. And then credit to Cheyenne Central. They closed out both of their quarters pretty strong. Otherwise, this lead of Star Valley's could be a little bigger. But right now, if you're the Braves faithful, yeah, I think you're looking pretty good.
Let's take a look at that score deep in the numbers with Star Valley 31, Central 26 in the Battleson Brothers Carpet 1 floor and home halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Indians, Owen Woods came out really strong. He scored 7 points in the first quarter. He averages just over 9, so he got the bulk of his in the first quarter. 6 points for Chris Martin, 5 for Zach Brenchley. He averages just under 14. 3 points for Jace Davis. 2 for Colin Bailey. The rebounding numbers, at one point, the Indians were leading the Braves by 5. Right now, that is just a 1 rebound advantage in favor of the Tribe. Central shot 5 of 13 from three-point range, 38.5%, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. The Braves got 10 points from Cooper Lancaster, so he is right on his average of 20.2. He had 4 rebounds as well to lead the team. Roman Erickson with 7 quick points, 6 points for Tate Lawson on a pair of triples off the bench, 3 points apiece for Lincoln Lydiard and Dylan Shumway, 2 for Will Linford. The Braves shot 4 of 12 from the three-point line. That's 33.3%. And then 3 of 5 from the free throw line for 60%. And they lead it here at the break by 5, 31-26.
That's your Battleson Brothers Carpet 1 floor and home halftime battle stats. Quality, price, and service. A block south of the arch in Afton. Defensively, I've loved what I've seen out of Star Valley. This Central offense, 3rd and 4A, 61 points per game. They have hit those. 1 3 was a turnaround fadeaway at the buzzer that just fell. You got to give them credit for that. They hit the other 3 before the half there. You take those off the board. Star Valley's played very well defensively.
I absolutely agree. And I think this Central team actually reminds Star Valley a lot of themselves. And these guys have played a lot of basketball together, a lot of them in their 3rd and even 4th year of varsity time in the case of Cooper. But it's one of these, they do a lot of similar things. And so I think they are a good matchup. Obviously still a lot of work to do. But so far so good. Yeah, you give up. I think you'd like to keep Central under 50 if you could. The Braves kind of right in that range.
Let's take a look before we go to break and see if we can give away a gift certificate to Swirl and Star of 89 in downtown Afton with your halftime trivia question.
Well, if you're over 30, you probably have a better chance of getting this one right. Star Valley's last win over Central was in 2010, and that was on the Central Court in Cheyenne. Who was Star Valley's leading scorer in that game? Use our text in number 307-203-4637, and the first correct answer wins a gift certificate to Star of 89. You can spend that on some Swirl. Weekends coming up. You can blow your diet right out of the water if you want, or you can do something else with it.
Absolutely. So 203-4637, going back 16 years, leading score in that game in 2010. First correct answer wins. Here in this one, Braves lead Central 31-26. And the Simplot Smoky Candy Mine halftime show on SBI Sports.
The greatest cardiac need in Wyoming is simply access to cardiology specialty services as well as other specialty services. Patients don't have to travel an hour and a half or 2 hours.
We do cardiac cath procedures down there, which is the only cardiac cath lab in western Wyoming.
I think it's very personalized care. A lot of them are neighbors and friends.
I think it's really been a blessing for the community as well as all of western Wyoming.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids' sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
You're watching live coverage of Star Valley Braves basketball on the SVI Sports Network. Here's Duke Dance and Dal Erickson.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Join the Simplot team. Find positions available and job openings both at the Smoky Canyon Mine west of Star Valley or at Simplot locations all around the nation. Just go to Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. Duke and Dal with you at Casper College. 31-26, Braves leading over the Central Indians here at the half. Now let's see how the Braves have done with those Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Well, key number one for me, the transition defense was going to be big. I think Star Valley's played very well in that regard. They've done a good job. They have another half to go. Defend the lane. I think they've done a good job there as well. Maybe one breakdown, but I don't think Central scored on that. So doing pretty well there. And then capitalize on open shots. Right now, the Braves shooting well. Of course, this is a team that likes that deep range shot, but they've also hit some others as well. They went down low to Roman and Erickson early. I like that a lot. So, so far, so good. You're up 5 as we look at your Star Valley Health keys to the game.
Offering the keys to your great health, compassionate care, every person, every time. Visit StarValleyHealth.org. And now let's see if we have a winner of your trivia question here at the half.
Well, our question was Star Valley's last win over Cheyenne Central came in 2010. That was at the Cheyenne tournament, so that was actually on the Central court. Who was Star Valley's leading scorer in that game? And the answer is Tyson Woodford. Tyson had 14 points in that game. Shout out to Yoshi if he's listening. The Braves won that one 56-44. Also want to throw this in there. Josh Huntsaker, the Birdman, had 12 points in that game as well. So that's a look back in history. Looks like we didn't have any winners.
No, we had some good guesses. We
Brandon
did. Taylor, Cody Call, Wyatt Shinover.
Yeah, so those were pretty good guesses, but Tyson Woodford was the correct answer.
So no winner of the trivia question for this game today. Of course, you can follow Star of 89 on the Swirl and Giftery individual social media pages. Find out what their sales and offerings are. And of course, Soups of the Week and their Froyo flavors each and every week as well for Swirl and Star of 89 with your halftime trivia. That will wrap up our Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine halftime show. Now the Braves up by 5, 31-26 to open up the second half of play.
Yeah, and I really like what they did on both ends of the court, and they seem to keep it up. One thing to keep in mind, maybe some fouls early on in this third quarter. Dylan and Roman with 2 apiece. Obviously, you like to avoid picking up that third one early on in the third. Tate Lawson has 3. We'll see if that becomes a factor. Nobody has more than 2 for the Indians. Connor Shumway picked up those 2 quick ones, but that's just kind of a look at some of the foul issues.
Yeah. Again, the winner of this one will take on most likely Sheridan in the semis tomorrow. Sheridan takes on Green River the game after this one. And the loser of this one will play the loser of that game. Lady Braves scheduled to tip off at 3:30 this afternoon. Star Valley basketball to open up the second half of play in the REIC Rentals third period. Lancaster on the left elbow, spin down the lane, jumper on the right post, no good. Fight for the rebound. Lancaster got it. Hog off the square and in. I don't know how that one fell. That was way off the top of the backboard.
Well, he missed the easier one and made the harder one, in my opinion.
So the Braves now lead by 7. Led by as many as 8. And the ball loose, picked up by Lancaster. He's going to go one-on-one on the other end. Stop, Euro, and again under the rim and reverse layup. His third time doing that today.
Well, and he slows down, and so his opponent kind of drifts away from him, and it creates space. He's so good at finishing.
There's going to be a defensive foul on the floor on the other end. Star Valley now leads by 9.
Lincoln Lydiard was going to pick up his first team foul here of the third quarter. 7:17 to go.
35-26. Star Valley on top on defense. Going to inbound up top to the outside. Now feed it over to the left. That's got to be a travel.
Wow.
They let it go, and now they're going to go foul on Star Valley. Chris Martin. Nobody's really arguing but us, so I don't know. But
he absolutely traveled. He just didn't see it.
Had the ball kind of down low and then passed it over to Owen Woods, who's fouled on
Had the ball down low between his knees and shuffled about 3 steps and dished it off. I guess it worked. Free throw's no good. Ball don't lie. That was second on Lydiard, by the way, so Lincoln picks up 2 quick ones. Woods' free throw is no good. He'll get another. On the season, he is a 55% free throw shooter.
Second attempt is good. 7:11 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Lancaster across the half court. Defense picks him up. Star Valley up by 8. Lancaster on the left wing after a bounce pass from Thompson. Screen set. Roman drops down. He's covered. Working over to the right to Thompson. Defense on him. Cross to Erickson. Left corner, 3's away. Short. Ball tipped, but into the hand of Martin for the rebound. Central basketball. Shumway on the other end. Drives, kick, extra pass to Brenchley. He'll go to the rim. Tough shot, no. Rebounded by Lydiard. He has the ball poked out of bounds off of Central. It's going to be Star Valley basketball. Back the other way. 6:36 to go in this REIC Rentals third period.
You don't see Roman shoot a lot of threes. In fact, that was only his 8th attempt of the season, but he was wide open, so he pulled the trigger.
Star Valley, Shumway, open 3, right corner, off the rim, no. Rebounded by Zach Brenchley. Central basketball. Braves still lead by 8. Up top is Shumway for the Indians. Picks it up, goes down the lane with a bounce pass to Martin, but he can't go up with it and then tries to rifle it out to Bailey. Sails over his head and out of bounds.
Souvenir for a lucky fan.
Oh, they make him throw it back in.
I know.
I'm going to keep nothing, man.
Got to save our money.
6:11 to go on the third.
That'd be cool, though.
That would be cool.
Get a game ball.
The front row would be packed, I'll tell you that.
It's pretty packed. Front row, anyway.
35-27. Star Valley still with the lead. 2 team fouls on the Braves, none on Central. 6:05 to go in this third period. Lancaster bounce passes to Erickson above the left elbow. Hands off to Shumway behind him. Goes right side. Thompson. Now Erickson, one-on-one in the lane. Good. Roman came across the screen. Defense was there, but they got him one-on-one, and he hits it. Now a 10-point lead, largest of the game for Star Valley. Hall drives. Defense shuts him down. Lydiard denies him. Back outside. Here's a 3 from Brenchley. Off the rim, no good. Erickson has the rebound. Another defensive stop for the Braves. Lancaster on the baseline. Goes up for the shot. Off the square and in a double team. Cooper's feeling it. The Braves lead by 12.
That was a I don't care who's guarding me basket.
5:20 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. It's been all Braves in this third. Davis drives the right left post, missed it. Rebounded by Roman Erickson. Up in front to Lancaster. Kick out right side. Thompson corner 3. Too strong, no good. Rebounded by by Woods. Coach Philbin saying hustle up for the Indians on the other end as they're suddenly down by 12 against the Braves. All moving around the outside for the Indians.
You're the Braves. You got to keep playing tough D here.
They do, but it's a little too tough. They'll get Zach Thompson on a foul on the floor.
Pretty aggressive drive there from Shumway. They'll get Zach on his third team foul. No team fouls on Central as of yet. 4:49 in the third.
Braves had the ball missed on the inbound, actually, but a couple of offensive rebounds. Central went to Davis. Missed the shot, tipped it up, missed it. Backside rebound is good off the putback, and now a timeout taken by Central. Star Valley still leading by 10, 39-29. We'll take a 30-second break on SVI.
Feeling overwhelmed by managing your finances? Simplify your life with First Bank of Wyoming. We offer a full range of banking services, all under one roof. From checking and savings accounts to loans, mortgages, and rewards credit cards, we've got you covered. Plus, our convenient online banking and top-notch mobile app put you in control of your finances anytime, anywhere. First Bank of Wyoming, the only stop you need for all your banking needs.
Third quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is presented by REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rental. Visit REICSpecialty.com.
Star Valley on offense after a couple of offensive rebounds for Central results in 2 points. 39-29 Braves over the Indians. 4.5 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Shumway drives the right wing for the Braves. Kick out. Thompson left corner three off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Roman. Goes back up, fading away. No. Rebounded by Lancaster. No, but a foul. Couple of offensive boards that time for the Braves. Lancaster to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 2 shots. Clock will stop at 4:25 on the first team foul given to the Indians.
Colin Bailey whistled for his second. Cooper to the line where he's 2 of 3 this afternoon. That one too strong. He'll get another. 16 points, 6 rebounds so far on the contest for Cooper.
Second free throw is in. Braves now lead by 11. 40-29. Here's a drive down the left post, pull-up jumper halfway down, and it's in. Connor Shumway with a good touch.
Well, that's the second straight time they have driven really hard with Shumway at Zach Thompson. He got free throws last time and got a bucket this time.
There's good ball movement down to Lydiard. Jumper in the lane. Bouncing, no good. Rebounded by Brenchley. Here's an opportunity now for the Indians. Drive, defense recovers. Over to the right side to Woods. Up top for 3 from Davis. Good. And the Indians back in it. A field goal and then a 3. 40-34, a 6-point game. Just like that, and that's what this offense can do.
Well, you're never out of it when you can hit threes like both these teams can. So a lot of work yet to do.
3:37 to go in the REIC Rentals third period. Shumway up top for the Braves. Has the screen, drives the post, strong to the rim, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Bailey. To the right side, hesitate, drive on Erickson, stop now to the rim, and good. Wow, a very fast 7-0 run for the Central Indians. Star Valley had built a 12-point lead. Now it's a 4-point game. And a timeout taken by Coach Shumway of Star Valley. 30-second break on SBI.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SBI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Live third quarter coverage is provided by REIC Rentals. Same employees, same great service, with more resources to serve your needs.
Couple empty possessions for the Braves. Scores on the other end for the Indians. And what was a 12-point lead has turned into a 4-point lead. Star Valley up 40-36.
And I think the Braves are settling for some outside shots. Defensively, they're allowing some penetration in the lane.
Here's Erickson. Drives, tries to throw across the lane to Linford, but it's tipped loose and stolen away. Braves come up empty again off a turnover and a steal for the Indians. They go down low. Shumway knocks it loose, picked up by Lancaster. Braves basketball the other way. Lancaster down the right post, back to the rim, no, but a foul. No, offensive. They wave it off. Well, it wasn't good, but it is an offensive foul on Cooper with 2:59 to play in the third. All the momentum for the Indians right now.
First personal on Cooper, but that's the 4th team foul on the Braves at 2:59 to go. Only 1 team foul on Central. If I'm the Indians, I'm going to be really aggressive here.
2:53 to play in the third period. Braves back on defense. Lawson on the outside, covering the ball as Woods has it. Now Bailey goes left side. Brenchley drives, spin, contested. No, they'll wave it off. Travel. Give it back to Star Valley. 2:40 to play in the third. Central's jumped into a full court press on the inbound play. Lawson finds Shumway behind the timeline. Clock is rolling at 2:37. Shumway takes a dribble across half court with 2:32 to play. Still third period. Braves leading by 4. Right side, Shumway corner. Test the baseline. Under the rim. Tough shot. Yes.
Wow. Nice finish for Dylan.
extends the lead back to 6, 42-36. As the other Shumway drives, foul on the floor, but it's the 5th team foul on Star Valley, and that's going to put Connor Shumway to the free throw line for 2.
Third personal on Dylan Shumway. And now Connor Shumway to the line for the Indians. He's a 66% free throw shooter, and he'll get a pair.
Clock stopped at 2:14. As the first free throw is no good. REIC Rentals, formerly known as Black Mountain Rentals. Same employees, same great service, and more resources to serve your needs.
Zach Thompson checks in for Shumway. Connor Shumway of the Indians, second free throw.
Away, too strong, missed them both. Erickson box out rebound. Stays the 6-point Braves lead, up to Lydiard. Or Lawson, rather, goes to Lancaster. Dribbles, screen, double team, dump down to Erickson in the paint. Tough shot, no, but a foul. It was a good job as the double team came up to Lancaster. Erickson was setting the screen, so a little pick and roll dump down, now, and he's to the Riverside Dental free throw line.
I think Roman's arguing this was a shot. I thought it was a pass. So I think this is just going to be a normal foul on the floor, and that is what they called.
He was trying to dump it down to either Linford or Lydiard.
That was foul number 3 on Brenchley.
Thompson, top of the key for the Braves on the inbound, and there's going to be a foul away from the ball down low. And it looks like they get Cheyenne Central's Connor Shumway on that one, their 3rd team foul.
You know, I don't know if this actually happens or not. Refs can correct me if they want to. When you see one team with 5 and the other team with 1, sometimes I think they even it up a little.
Here's Erickson on the right elbow. Spins, stop, pull up the jumper and hit. Roman Erickson extends the lead back to 8.
Reminiscent of the game winner he had against Rock Springs last weekend.
44-36, minute 43 to go in the 3rd. Here's a 3 down the barrel. No, halfway down, and no, and then they're going to have a rebound foul, I believe, on Star Valley. And that will put Central to the line of the bonus with Owen Woods to take 2 shots.
That's to be foul number 4 on Tate Lawson. So Tate in bona fide foul trouble now with 1:39 left in the 3rd. Lincoln Lydiard set to check in for him.
This puts Owen Woods to the free throw line. First attempt is in. When your job needs serious equipment, from excavators to aerials or heating, let the experts at REIC help you get it done.
Woods now 11 points. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Another one coming up.
Braves still in control as the second free throw is missed. Ball tipped to to Lancaster for the rebound. Start line by 7, 44-37. Lancaster drives. Hang time in the lane. No good. Ball tipped. Knocked around out of bounds. It's going to be Central basketball back the other way. Minute 28 remaining in the 3rd period. Start line 44, Central 37. 3 team fouls on the Indians.
See, Central had a chance to really tie that up. Braves answered with a couple of baskets.
Here's a 3 by Bailey. No good. Rebound, put back, missed, tipped out, and Thompson has the board for Star Valley on the run. Has Erickson down there with him, but instead hops into the lane. Kick out, Lancaster. 3 open. Yes! A Star Valley Orthodontics triple on a good pass from Zach Thompson hopping in the lane. The Braves back by 10.
That is the 5th assist for Zach in this game.
50 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Ball tipped and a foul. And that stops the clock with 52.2 in the 3rd. Braves by 10, but back to the line in the bonus go the Cheyenne Central Indians.
Second personal on Cooper, and as you mentioned, into the bonus for Central. Jace Davis, first attempts of the afternoon for him. First one is away and no good. Boy, the Indians 3 of 9 at the line right now, not helping their cause. Got another one coming up.
One more as we are down to 52 seconds remaining in the REIC Rentals 3rd period. As the second free throw is too strong, no good. Rebounded by Lydiard. 50 seconds to go. Erickson across the half court. Hesitates on the right side wing, stops, and back to Lancaster.
Very reminiscent of the end of the second quarter, Duke. Up 10 with the ball. Braves turn it over in a second. We'll see how they do here.
Erickson lobs to Linford, catch, shoot. How was that not a foul?
Oh, wow.
The contact and then the foul.
He got absolutely hammered.
Central's calling for a travel, but no, that is a foul, and that's going to put Will Linford on the maybe third or fourth foul to the free throw line for 2.
It's a heck of a pass to get it down to him. That's shocking. They didn't get it on the first one because he had usually a lot of that's based on position, and you couldn't get better position than what Will had. Free throw's good. He'll get another.
One more from the Riverside Dental free throw line. 33.9 to go. The shot puts Star Valley up by 11.
They took who the foul was on off the board real quick, so I don't know who that was on, but it was team foul number 4.
Will Linford with one more. Hit them both.
4 points for Will.
Matches their largest lead of the game by 12, 49-37 after Central pulled back to within 4. Now Star Valley up by 12. Indians with the ball and 27 seconds remaining in the third. Pick the 3 is Bailey. Drive shut down. Back outside to Woods with the clock at 21. Shumway at the free throw line. No shot. Back to the backboard. Pass out to Woods. Back to Shumway. 15 seconds. 3's away. No good. Linford has the rebound, but a foul.
We're going to call this on the Braves. We're going to call it on Linford. And the sizable Star Valley contingent voices their displeasure with that one.
The head shake from Coach Shumway as well, and Owen Woods to the free throw line again here for Central.
Second personal on Will. Woods 2 of 4 from the line. He'll get 2 more. This one is short. Boy, the Indians are costing themselves dearly at the free throw line. They're 3 of 11.
They trail by 12 with one more. Woods squares, shoots, no good. Rebounded by Erickson. Chance here for the Braves with 10 seconds remaining in the third period. Erickson to Lancaster, 6 seconds, 5. Ball poked out of bounds. Should stay with Star Valley and does. 5.2 seconds on the clock.
Good defense there from the Indians to kind of break up that momentum. Now it's an inbounds play right by the Star Valley bench for Zach Thompson.
He'll have it above the right corner. Goes to Linford on the outside. Up top to Lydiard. 3-2. Takes a contested 3. No good. Rebounded by Erickson, but no time left to put it up. Star Valley leads by 10 at the end of 3. 49-37. Fourth period next in the opening round of the 4A state tournament on the SVI Sports Network.
Where do legends come from? Some start as dreamers, even after they're turned down again and again. But everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
You know, this is the place that gave me an opportunity to come here and play the game that I love.
At the University of Wyoming, we're the team that believes you can do anything. This is where underdogs come to shine and where real MVPs are made.
Technology in medicine is advancing all the time. Amazingly, Star Valley Health is keeping up with everywhere else. It provides people an opportunity to get care that is closer, but care that is the same or better quality. Our specialists are fellowship trained and board certified.
Doing care at Star Valley Health has made me feel like I've got a place at home that I can trust and rely on.
Order coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neild and Austin Callison.
Start of the fourth period, Central trailing Star Valley by 12. Now, you mentioned it in the break, still feels tentative with the Braves up by 12, but it's because the Central offense, we've seen it at times, they can just score in bunches.
Well, it's the tournament time. The Braves have played really well, but there's still a whole quarter left to go.
Central turns it over, though. Zach Brenchley on the baseline dribbles off his knee, lost it out of bounds.
He was arguing he was pushed by Linford, did not get that call.
So Star Valley, another chance here to add to a 12-point lead against the Indians. Lancaster crosses over the half-court line. Works down low to Shumway. Back door, no. Rebounded, though, by Thompson. He's blocked on the putback, and then Linford is fouled on his putback. A couple offensive rebounds, and Will Linford will go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. Will has really battled down in the paint today under the rim.
Yeah, he has. He's really used his physicality, and I think it's paid off some dividends for the Braves. Free throw is good. I'm assuming there's a free throw hoop at the Linford house, it's paying off if there is.
Will be more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, it's paying off today. Will's got 5 points, looking for number 6.
That one's too strong.
That's
Ball
my
tipped
fault.
though. Lancaster tipped it out, but it's recollected by Chris Martin. Central basketball down by 13, largest deficit of the game, and that's going to be an offensive foul. Dylan Shumway draws the charge. Zach Brenchley blew into him. And the officials give the ball back to the Braves.
And that's foul number 4 on Brenchley. He's the Central's leading scorer, Duke, and he's only got 5 points and 4 fouls. So the Braves have done a great job on him. Great job at Dylan to stand there and take a charge.
Lancaster with the team up by 13, 7:15 to go in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. There's a feed down to Erickson, tipped out of bounds. Erickson tried to save it, so he touches it last.
There was a lot of sauce on that pass. It was tipped right before it got to Roman, went off his fingers out of bounds. Just the way the ball bounced that time.
2 team fouls on Central, none on Star Valley with 7:11 to go in the fourth period. Indians turn around 3 off the back rim, no good. Thompson has the board for the Braves. Zach to Shumway, across the half court, works to the right elbow, back to Thompson on the wing. And up top to Shumway to reset the offense. 6:50 to go in the game. Braves looking to advance to the semifinal round with a win here against Central. Right side, Shumway. Dribbles up top of the pass, skipping up to Lancaster outside the circle. Screen set by Erickson. Defense rolls over it. Hand off to Shumway. Back up to Roman. A lot of time going off the clock, and then Erickson's fouled at the top of the key. On the floor, third team foul with 6:34 to play in the game.
Connor Shumway whistled for his third, and he came up grabbing his midsection. I think he took a pretty good shot from Roman. As the youngest, I'm going to give Roman some kudos. As the youngest, you have to battle.
Yep.
He's not afraid of contact.
Inbound to Lancaster, who's fouled. He was down low on the left side block, and Cooper goes back to the Riverside Dental free throw line. He'll have 2 attempts.
Third personal on Martin. 4th team foul on Central, none on Star Valley. 14 fouls on Central in the first minute 28 of this quarter, and they have had no answer for Cooper Lancaster. Free throw is good. Cooper has 21 points. Another ho-hum 20-plus.
Yeah.
Actually, it has not been a ho-hum. He has done some pretty spectacular stuff today.
Second free throw is good. Got them both. Lead extends to 15. The largest of the game with 6.5 to go in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Shumway for Central up top. Finds Tyson Dorf, who drives. Nope, it's actually Bailey who drives. He's fouled. Shot no good. First team foul on Star Valley. 6:20 to go in the fourth. And that puts Colin Bailey to the free throw line for the Indians.
Foul on Will Linford, who commits the good sportsmanship and helps the man up after you knock him down. Third personal on Will. As you mentioned, it's the first team foul on the Braves.
Free throw is no good. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Dill and Austin Callison. The brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
The Indians are 3 of 13 from the free throw line.
Wow.
That one's good, but that breaks a streak of misses for them.
Well, and again, Star Valley's defense has played well. This Central Indian offense, they average 61 a game, third best offense in 4A. And we're 6 minutes left, and they're not even at 40 yet. They trail 52-38. Shumway falls, and it's going to be a kick ball on Central. Shumway was falling down. He tried to throw it out, and they're going to get Central a kick.
Braves kind of got bailed out with the way the ball bounced that time. So another possession goes off Star Valley. This time they catch a break, and they keep it.
Zach Thompson will inbound to Linford on the outside. Screen set for Shumway up top. Defense is with him. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Again, winner takes on either Sheridan or Green River. And so far this season, nobody's been able to barely get within 20 of the Sheridan Bronx. But
Maybe
Star
it'll be
Valley,
the
right?
Wolves.
It could be. Could be.
Coach Ivy's got something for him.
That's right. Lancaster double teamed and fouled up top as the Braves spread out the offense to burn time, and it's going to send Cooper to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 5.5 to go, and the Indians have just put the Braves in the bonus.
And they're in some foul trouble. That was foul number 4 on Connor Shumway. Zach Brenchley has 4. Free throw is good. So things starting to unravel just a little bit for Central. The one thing they got going for them, though, Duke, there is still a ton of time, over 5.5 left in the game.
Will Linford has a well-deserved break. Lydiard will sub in as Lancaster calmly hits the next free throw.
24 for Cooper Lancaster.
Lead is now 16 for the Braves. 5.5 to go in this quarterfinal game, and then almost a turnover by Central unforced. They recollect it, kick over to the right side of Shumway. Quickly down low to Woods, shot fake, double T, spin, shoot, off the glass, and the kiss is in. 54-40 with 5:18 to go. Lancaster, double team to the backcourt, dribbles away from it, drives to the elbow, kick out, Shumway no shot, and up top wisely to burn more time.
Yeah, the Braves have been a little more methodical with this double-digit lead here in the fourth quarter, burning a little bit of time with each possession.
Now Cooper drives, dumps it down to Erickson. They wave it off. They'll say a travel call.
Yeah,
I thought Lancaster may have had it tipped out of his hands, but the official right there says nope.
Yeah, it took an extra step. Would have been a layup there for Roman, but turn it over first.
4:55 to play in the Hayden Outdoors fourth period. Here's a spin, shoot in the lane. No, look at Zach Thompson on the foul. That puts Connor Shumway back to the free throw line with 4:51 remaining in the game.
Certainly didn't think there was much on that. But again, I think sometimes they try and even it up. 5-1 on the foul count. Now 5-2. The Braves have 2. Connor Shumway to the line. He's 0 for 2 today. He'll get a pair. First one is good.
Reminder, the Lady Braves, a 3:30 tip-off time against Thunder Basin in their opening game of the tournament. We'll have that game for you live, of course, on SVI as well. As the boys team leads by 54-41, make it 42 as the free throws in, and a timeout taken by Cheyenne Central and Coach Philbin. We'll take a 30-second break. Braves 54, Central 42 on SVI Sports.
My name is Rod Jensen. I am the president and CEO of the Bank of Star Valley. I've had the great honor of holding that position for 26 years now. The best thing about working in a bank is helping people. It is the reason we exist. The local community bank went out of business, and a group of local citizens decided that Star Valley needed a community bank. They came together, we formed the bank with the focus of helping individuals, and that is what we get to do day in, day out.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Star Valley again has this 12-point lead now, but you mentioned it a few times. With this offense that Central has, still 4:50 to go. Like, it still feels like pins and needles a little.
Well, this is an 18-win team in Central, so this is a good team, and there's a steal.
And they do get it, and 2 quick points just like that. Right as we say it, they get that, and they cut it down to 10. Braves are led by as many as 16, now 10 with 4:40 to go. Backcourt pressure on by the Indians. Star Valley breaks it. Erickson one-on-one in the lane and travel.
My goodness. This is exactly what we're talking about. Roman has a one-on-one, shuffles his feet, turns it right back over. And so the Braves giving up a basket. There's a timeout as they're going to settle them down.
Star Valley will call the timeout. Coach Shumway not liking the direction things are going, back in 30 on SVI.
In the heart of the Rockies, land is more than property. It's a legacy. Whether you're buying a family ranch, a mountain retreat, or selling farmland, it takes local knowledge and trusted hands. Austin Callison and Andy Neal, licensed in Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming, bring unmatched experience with Hayden Outdoors, the West's premier land brokerage. Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land.
Fourth quarter coverage of the SVI Sports Network is presented by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate. Local agents Andy Neald and Austin Callison.
Bailey in the lane for the Indians, and he scores right out of the timeout. Single-digit lead and a foul. That's going to be against Central as Shumway was double-teamed on the side. He's bumped. And again, Star Valley is in the bonus right now. So 4:22 to go in the fourth. Braves led by as many as 16. That's been cut in half to 8. But to the line goes Dylan Shumway for 2 attempts.
Jace Davis whistled for his second. Dylan to the line for the first time today. Got 5 points. And if the Braves make their free throws, that will go a long way towards helping them in the next 4:22. First one is no good.
Shumway will have one more attempt. 54-46, 4:22 to go in the game here at the Casper College. Second attempt, Shumway hits that one. 9-point difference. Braves up 55-46. Across the half court goes Jace Davis of the Indians. Stopped on the right post. Kicked it back outside to Shumway. Connor Shumway, a few dribbles. Back to the backboard, pivots, lob down into the corner to Bailey. Pulls up the baseline jumper that almost fell. And out of nowhere, Martin has the rebound and he's fouled. Nobody boxed out Chris Martin. 4:04 to go in the fourth. And that's going to put him to the free throw line.
Third personal on Cooper Lancaster, third team foul. Martin to the line where he for his first attempts of the day. First one is good.
Braves still leading, and it's been cut down, whittled away, 55-47 now on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard with 4:04 remaining.
Jace Davis comes off the court. He didn't look like everything's quite right. He kind of shuffled, looked like he's holding his wrist. So they'll attend to him. Second free throw away. Got it. 8 points for Chris Martin.
7-point difference. Lancaster double teamed, slips, lost the ball, picked up and score. Colin Bailey picks up the loose ball, and it's a 5-point game. Central right in this thing. Out in front to Lydiard. Lincoln to Shumway. Corner three, left side. No. Rebounded by Central. Indians a chance to make it a one-possession game. Braves led by 16. 3, Bailey. No. Rebounded by Erickson. Start out of basketball. Braves are in the bonus as they are down or leading with 3:35 to go in the game. Just slow down the tempo when they do. They break the press. Right side to Erickson. Baseline drive to the rim. Shot, yes. Cooper puts them back up to 7.
26 for Cooper, and boy, the Braves needed that one.
3:20 to go in the game. In the lane is Shumway. Spin, shoot, no. Toughly guarded by Thompson. Shumway has the Star Valley rebound. Coach Philbin directing his defense up to the half court to pressure. Lancaster, drive, stop, and in. Defense fell, no foul. And they're going to get a flop warning on Connor Shumway of Central. And Braves lead by 9.
Well, I think one ref was kind of looking, saying, are you going to do it? I'll do it. Because, he absolutely just threw himself on the ground, WWE style.
3:02 to go. Central pulls within 5. Braves extend back to 9. 59-50 against a Central offense who can score in bunches. 3 is missed. Rebounded by Lydiard. Big board for Lincoln. Shumway with some backcourt pressure on him. Now it backs off to the half court. Goes right side to Lydiard. Erickson, one-on-one, shot fake up. Yes, with the foul. And every time the Central Indians make it close, the Braves re-extend it. Now back to 11 and an and one opportunity here for Roman Erickson.
Roman's really been tough inside that 5, 6, 7 foot range. 13 points, 7 rebounds, and a chance to make this a 3-point play. And that was foul number 5 on Connor Shumway. So his day has ended.
Braves lead by 11 again. 2:40 to go in the game. Free throw good for Erickson, 62-50. It was 16, then the lead to 5, and now it's at 12.
Talked about quick Central can score. Obviously, the Braves have shown that on multiple occasions today.
Here's Davis, drives the wing, and then there's going to be a foul down low. That's going to be on the floor against Star Valley, 4th team foul. So no shots, but it will put the Indians in the bonus on the next Star Valley foul.
Lincoln Lydiard whistled for his 3rd.
Central inbounds corner to Brenchley. Wants to drive. Tough shot. Blocking foul on Erickson. Shot's no good. We'll have 2 free throws here for Chris Brenchley at the line with 2:30 remaining in the game.
3rd personal on Roman. As you mentioned, both teams now in the bonus. Brenchley to the line. He's 1 of 2 today. And that one's no good. He's had a rough day, honestly, based on his average stats. He's led the team in scoring this season, but just 5 points today, 4 fouls. He does have 5 rebounds. And looking for 50% from the line. That one is good.
11-point game. Pressure in the backcourt. Double teaming the ball. Thompson has it across the half court. Out in front to Lydiard, but missed him. Once you cross the timeline, there is no need to rush the ball anywhere. And now the Braves give it back to the Indians with 2:23 to go to the fourth. Star Valley still leads 62-51. Braves on defense. Indians have Brenchley across the half court. Feed to Woods on the right side wing. Back to the right key. Jumper below the free throw line is in for Owen Woods, and a timeout taken by Central as they pull back to within single digits. A full timeout. Star Valley 62, Central 53. Back in 60 on the SBI Sports Network.
Discover the thrill of adventure with Salt River Motors, your go-to destination for Polaris side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and sleds. Gear up with premium off-road gear and accessories. And when you are on the road, Salt River Motors keeps you moving with a full automotive service department for tires, shocks, brakes, and comprehensive repair and general maintenance. Visit Salt River Motors on Highway 89 south of Etna or online at saltrivermotors.com.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Braves get the inbound to Lancaster, who's quickly double teamed, and a timeout taken right away by Coach Shumway. We'll take it here. Cooper had no help behind in the backcourt to help get him out of a jam and a double team on the sideline. Full timeout taken by Coach Shumway. 2:09 to go in the game. Star Valley 62, Central 53. So this is the offense we've been talking about now with Central. Star Valley's defense has played really well, but Central has kept themselves in this game with 2:09 to go. It's a 9-point difference.
And Star Valley trying to win in the opening round of the 4A bracket it'd be the second time in 3 years, actually. 2 years ago, they defeated Cheyenne East 45-43. Last year lost to Sheridan 55-47. If you go back to 2021, they also defeated Cheyenne East by 21 points. That's all post-COVID, so should they hold on and win here, it's still 2:09 to go. That would be the third time in 6 years that the Braves have won in the opening round. So a lot of positives there.
2 minutes, 9 seconds in this fourth period. Star Valley 62, Central 53. Star Valley has 2 timeouts remaining. Central has 1 timeout remaining.
And the game gets really simple at this point. You don't turn the ball over, and you make your free throws, and you win. That's how it goes.
Both teams in the bonus. Star Valley will inbound. Zach Thompson, side out, back court. Looking for Lancaster, does. Above the baseline. Defense will pick him up in the three-quarter court. He blows right past him and across half court. No, almost to half court. And then he throws it away, double team. It was a taken away by Woods to the rim and score. Central scores in the half-court trap. Now Star Valley breaks the trap and into the front court to Dylan Shumway. He's double-teamed, bounces to Lancaster. Braves lead by 7, dump down to Thompson, open rim, but kicked it out to burn more time. Now Central will come up and foul with 1:43 to go. Thompson could have easily made it, but he passes it out, puts Dylan on the line, and about 4 more seconds went off the clock.
Colin Bailey whistled for his third. Dylan to the line, raised 1 of 2 today. He'll get 2 more.
Big ones with Star Valley up by 7. 62-55. First one is away. Too strong, no good.
Braves been decent from the line. 13 of 19.
Shumway will try and salvage this. 1 minute, 43 seconds to go. Shoot, score. 63-55.
7 points for Dylan Shumway.
Quickly down the floor go the Indians. Woods, drive, stopped on the right key. Back outside to Bailey. Three's away. No good. Ball tipped, but rebounded by Central. They missed the putback, and then a rebound by Lancaster. He's fouled and tripped and fouled. This will put Cooper Lancaster on the line on the other end with the clock stopped at 1:27. Central missed the open look.
And Davis might have got stepped on down there as he was on the floor for a while. Foul will go against Davis, his third. Lancaster to the line where he's 7 of 9 today. If he makes them both, he'll hit 30 points again. That'll be the 5th time this season he's scored at least 30.
Lancaster at the Riverside Dental free throw line. There it is. It's good.
29 now.
One more to go to put Star Valley back up by 10 if he can hit.
Cooper shoots 80% on the season. Got it. 30 points.
And a 10-point Star Valley lead. 65-55 Braves over the Indians. Central down the lane, poked away by Shumway, but recollected and shot off the glass and in. 1:18 to go. Star Valley by 8. Lancaster in the backcourt across the half court and foul.
Woods has had a great game for the Indians. He's got 21 and 10 rebounds. Foul here as Cooper brings it across the line will be on Owen Woods. That'll be his first.
Lancaster back to the Riverside Dental free throw line. There's 1:14 to go in this fourth period. And the lead is still at 10 after that one fell short off the front rim.
Cooper's career high is 38. He scored that clear back in the second game of the year against Sandpoint, Idaho.
Missed both free throws there. Ball loose. Body's going down to get it, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Central to make sure they keep possession. Star Valley saying nobody had possession, but the officials will disagree and say Central was on the ball. Full timeout back in 60. 1:12 to go in the game on SVI.
Battleson Brothers has new inventory on the way, so they need to clear out current stock to make room. Everything must go. In-stock LVP has been discounted to $1.99 to $2.99 per square foot. In-stock carpet is marked down to between $1.39 to $2.49 per square foot. Carpet and LVP remnants are also on sale for just 99 cents per square foot, located a block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Drive your career forward by joining the LCSD2 Transportation Department. We're now hiring for part-time bus aides starting at $16.75 per hour. Full-time route drivers earn $22 per hour, working only during the school year. Substitute driver and substitute aide positions are also available. Explore these rewarding opportunities and become a vital part of our education system. For more information, visit lcsd2.org and click Job Openings. That's lcsd2.org and click Job Openings.
Live fourth quarter coverage is provided by Hayden Outdoors Real Estate, the brand that sells the land. Visit HaydenOutdoors.com.
Star Valley leading down the stretch, 65-57 over Central, with 1:12 to go. It is going to be Central basketball. Both teams in the bonus here in the Hayden Outdoors Real Estate fourth period. Star Valley a little pressure on the inbound. Now it backs off as Central works the half court offensively. Martin off a screen down the left post, got tied up, lost the ball, and picked up by Central. Saved back to Martin under the rim. Shot good. What a play by Chris Martin. Down to a 6-point game. 2 possessions, 54 seconds to go. Shumway across the half court. He's fouled immediately. Goes down to the court, and he'll hop right back up and go to the Riverside Dental free throw line. 51 seconds remaining in the game.
Owen Woods whistled for his third.
Officials are talking this over. They may be discussing if this is going to be an intentional foul on Central. Looks like they decide to not do that. It was a good foul. Shumway ended up hitting the deck, but they'll say nothing over the top and just a common foul.
Well, if you're the Braves, you need at least one of these to bump this to a 3-possession game. Dylan obviously more than capable of doing that. This one, no good.
Short, high off the front rim.
Braves have been a little cold from the free throw line here to try and close things out. That's left the door open a smidge for the Indians.
One more free throw here from the charity stripe for Dylan Shumway. Braves leading by 6, trying to make it 7. Yeah, they do. It's good. 51 seconds to go and a 3-possession game. Star Valley 66, Central 59. Indian basketball down the court. Woods drives, pull-up jumper off the glass and in. 5-point game. Lancaster avoids a steal. In the backcourt, still in foul. 36.8 seconds remains.
Foul on Jace Davis, his fourth. Braves 17 of 26 at the line today. 65.4% on the season. 65%. So they're right there. Free throws good for Cooper.
Lead back to 6. 36.8 to go. 67-61. Star Valley on top.
31 for Lancaster. 32 for Lancaster.
Lead back to 7. 35 seconds to go. Big free throws for the Braves down the stretch. 3 from Bailey. No. Rebounded by Lancaster. Cooper's going to dribble away from one foul. Somehow didn't get fouled in the backcourt. Up to Erickson all alone and lays it in. 20 seconds to go. The Braves lead by 9. Ball almost poked away in the half court. Picked up. Heave for 3. No, out of bounds. Braves are going to win. 12 seconds to go in the game. Star Valley up by 9. 12 seconds, .1 on the clock. They'll hold off the Central comeback and lead 70-61. Central backs off. No pressure. Shumway across the half court, and he'll be able to dribble out the clock, and the Braves advance into the semifinals of the 4A state tournament. Your final score, Star Valley 70, Central 61. Braves with a win. They'll play again tomorrow at the Ford Wyoming Center. We'll take on either Sheridan or Green River. That will be a 6:30 tip-off time. But for now, Star Valley pulls away and holds on late. With the final score, 70-61. Silver Star postgame show coming your way right now. Silver Star Internet, better connected. Learn more at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Now let's jump right into your postgame stats presented by Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home.
Well, first for the Indians, Owen Woods doing the heavy lifting scoring-wise for Cheyenne Central. 23 points for him, 10 for Chris Martin, 7 for Connor Shumway, 6 for Jace Davis, as well as Zach Brinsley, 9 for Colin Bailey as well. The Indians go 6 of 22 from the three-point line, 27%. The Braves won the rebounding battle, 33-27. The Indians hurt themselves at the line, ultimately just 9 of 20 from the free throw line today, 45%. The Braves got 32 points from Cooper Lancaster and 9 rebounds. Cooper puts on another show as he eclipses 30 points for the 5th time this year. 16 points, 7 rebounds for Roman Erickson. Dylan Shumway had 8, 6 for Tate Lawson, 5 for Will Linford, 3 for Lincoln Lydiard. The Braves go 5 of 18 from the three-point line, 28%, and 19 of 28 from the free throw line, 68%, and they win it second time in the last 3 years. They've won in the opening round. We'll see if they can advance tomorrow as they'll play the winner of Sheridan and Green River.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home post-game battle stats. Quality, price, service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Don't have Millie Kazare, so we won't be able to go courtside with Coach Shumway for this game today. So with that in mind, Al, how about your player of the game with the help of Star Valley Skidoo?
Well, Cooper Lancaster, the Indians had no answer for him the entire game. He had a huge outing, not 32 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. I had him with 3 assists. He ends up hitting 11 of 15 from the line down the stretch, and he helped put this one away from start to finish. Cooper Lancaster, the Star Valley Skidoo player of the game.
Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. Braves play at 6:30 tomorrow. The semis, Lady Braves, 3:30 here back in this gym today against Thunder Basin. We'll be back with you live at that time. Braves win. Final score of 70-61. Wrapping up the Silver Star postgame show. Duke Dance and Dal Erickson on the SVI Sports Network.